Welcome to MiSpot, where we balance, heal, and activate who we truly are. Happy new moon in Cancer. Happy birthday to all the Cancers. We're going to try to make this quick because YouTube be hating when I go live. So I really want to make sure we ground, but sometimes when I try to ground our energy, my live cuts off. But I hope you're feeling good. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Please, in the chat or in the comments, tell me where you are from. And we're going to jump right in. So let's just go ahead and ground our energy really quickly by taking long, deep breaths in through the nose. Long exhales out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Allow yourself to continue breathing in and out, centering ourselves, reconnecting to all that is, allowing ourselves to feel supported, grounded, connected. Allow our spirit team, angels, archangels of divine love and healing light, ascended masters, our divine ancestors to come in and support us as we set the intentions to reconnect to the Most High, to meditate on God's Word, and allow ourselves to set the intention to manifest new, improved, renewed, mature, grounded, emotional, intelligence, emotional stability, and allowing ourselves to identify any emotional needs that we may be ignoring. We thank you, Holy Spirit. We thank you, Mother Earth, for always being our source of grounding. We are connected. We are grounded. We feel fully supported. When you're ready, you can bring your awareness back to the room by wiggling your fingers and toes and slowly opening your eyes. Okay. I hope that felt good. Looks like we're still streaming. All right. So I don't even know where to start. It's like I don't want to say too much, but I have so much to say. So this new moon in Cancer is very, I want to say abundant, very overflowing. It's allowed at least me personally, to be very present. You may feel like you could be doing things that are kind of spontaneous. You could be, maybe it's going to a celebration or a party or a cookout or like a wind down or dinner. Like you could be feeling like you're just kind of going with life. You're just in flow. I hope you're feeling that way. If you are, I'll say that this moon is probably confirming that you may have matured emotionally. You could be attracting like higher vibrational energies in emotional areas, or at least energies or spirits that are aligned with you when it comes to communicating love or showing love or making you feel loved. And it could be yourself, it could be friendships, but it's definitely like a love, which Cancer's a very nurturing, protective, fertile, connected to the feminine kind of energy. And I believe Venus might be in Cancer. I'll double check, but Cancer has a Venus energy to me. Very easygoing, very strong and powerful, like emotionally strong. And that's the reminder. It's like you've matured, you've come a long way emotionally, which is going to help to align you with prosperity, like an overflow of money, clarity. Yeah, you're gonna see things very clearly. It also has an energy of like very peaceful, very easygoing. It's like a reminder to stay strong. Maybe when you're not sure, trusting, like being okay with the uncertainty, walking into the uncertainty. If you're feeling, decisive, if you feel like you know what you want to do, like you can stand strong on a decision, you're being encouraged to make that decision, move forward, make a decision, and stay strong. But it's like a very calm kind of energy, very patient, very, like I said, in the moment, very present. That's how this energy feels. Let me know if that resonates. I hope so. I hope you're feeling just kind of emotionally grounded. You don't feel like you're hiding your emotions or suppressing your emotions. You don't feel like you're not being honest about how you feel. And if you do feel that way, this moon is supportive of manifesting the opposite, manifesting emotional stability, manifesting emotional maturity, emotional intelligence, emotional availability. But like I said, Venus has that luxurious feel as well. Venus has the beauty, the love, but also the money, the abundance, the overflow. Okay. There's no rush here, but definitely strength, like very grounded strength and patience. All right, let's see what's going on in the sky. All right, so tomorrow, Venus, no, that's Mercury. Mercury moves into Leo. Mercury, planet of action, drive, determination, sharp, like cutting, could be burning. Leo, definitely fire, sun, pride, egoic, energy. So you could be feeling very confident, depending on where, Leo falls in your chart and what house it rules for you. But you could be feeling very confident, and like ready to take action, like make decisions. That came up not too long ago. Decisive action, taking action. Maybe there's some type of emotional action. Maybe acting on your emotions, not in a unhealthy, on the surface, childish way, but more like trusting what you're feeling, trusting what your heart is telling you, trusting what your heart is showing you, or how your heart is leading you. Trusting that. That's the energy. It's like standing strong in what you want, what you are attracting, what attracts you, what's attractive to you. And then being able to trust with uncertainty, walking into uncertainty, having faith and patience with uncertainty, but also being very decisive when you are sure, when you are confident, when you do have the answers, when you do know what's next. It's like standing strong in that. So that's really the only thing that's kind of happening over the next week or so. Let's see what's going on the first week of July. We could have a transit there. Venus will move into Gemini. Oh my goodness. And then Neptune retrograde begins, and that's all on the 4th of July. Wow. It's getting kind of hectic, okay? Like, May was kind of quiet. June kind of like kicked in the door swinging a little bit. And now July, so on the 4th, Venus moves into Gemini. And Neptune goes into retrograde. Venus and Gemini sounds interesting, but we'll deal with that when we get there. Just so you know, in case you don't, we do this every week. We celebrate the moon phases once a week. I think I'm going to start doing these on a certain day of the week, whether it be a live or whether it'll post as a premiere. We will continue to use these moon phases to allow us to set intentions and guide us through our healing. allowing the support of God's creation, the planets, the stars, just allowing astrology itself to support us as we heal ourselves, we release things that no longer serve us, we manifest and connect ourselves to the Most High, and we allow these different phases and these different placements to help us nurture certain areas and aspects of our lives as we continue to move around the sun. Okay? So I hope that these things will be beneficial and you find some purpose and some guidance from what these messages are sharing or what these messages are giving to us. So it seems like it may be a little quiet for the next week, but Friday, the 4th of July, it could get kind of hectic. So stay tuned. Stay tuned over here next week, okay? But right now we have this Mercury. What did I say? Mars? Did I say Mars? This is Mercury. I'm so sorry. This is Mercury going into Leo. Mercury moving into Leo. Sorry, Mercury is a planet of communication, information, education, mental agility, air, communication. I said that already. Moving into Leo. So somebody could be spitting fire. Maybe somebody's gonna be talking their stuff, telling their story. Somebody's being encouraged maybe to speak up. Let people hear you. What they have to say. Let's go to our handy dandy time passages. Let me just put a little note here. Oh my goodness, it's really hot. Okay, so let's go see. Sorry. So, sorry. Okay. Let's go to the time passages and let's see what else is happening. And what this moon. So like I said, this moon definitely carries a very present, very direct, in your face kind of energy. Venus, what I say? Venus is in Taurus right now. Yeah. Jupiter's in Cancer, so you're definitely probably feeling, like I said, emotionally abundant. Or you could be feeling emotional. You're definitely being led back to your heart space, back to how you feel. You know, life is about balance. We can't block off any parts of ourselves. We block our full of blessings. We block a part of our souls. It's all about alignment. It's all about accepting every part of it, all of it. You know, feeling the emotions and trusting them, knowing when they are fleeting and knowing when they are solid. Sitting with them, feeling them, not necessarily becoming them, but just sitting with them. asking them questions. Where did this come from? Why do I feel this way? Okay? Life is about balance. All right. So, Moon in Cancer. All right. So let's see here. Moon in Cancer. The moon spends 2.5 days in each sign. With the moon in Cancer, a quiet and nurturing emotional nature manifests. Today, you and everyone around you are likely feeling extraordinarily receptive and sensitive. Moodiness could be the order of the day. You might feel the need to retreat into your nest rather than socialize. Emotional and family security takes on added significance today. You will soon be feeling protective of those closest to you and also protective of yourself. You want to both mother and be mothered. In fact, you might go too far and smother. If you are not able to feel support from family and friends, you could also feel defensive. It helps to be aware that what you perceive as a personal affront might not necessarily be intended as such. This is a wonderful day to use your enhanced imagination and receptively in a creative and enterprising manner. And receptivity in a creative or enterprising manner. You are likely to feel a true connection to your soul. There's definitely, like I said, there's an alignment. There's a very present energy, very focused, very in the moment now. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go now. Let's move. Ain't nothing to it but to do it kind of energy. Okay. Let's see what we can find for Mercury moving into Leo. Actually, that happens after the new moon. Mercury. Yeah. Mercury moving into Leo. So time passages won't give me that. I could what can I do? What can I do? Yeah. Mercury, planet. So like I said, that Leo energy, let's see here. I can actually, there's some pretty strong aspects going on too. Aspects are the relationships between the planets. There's a lot. The sun is in sextile to Mars. The sun is conjunct to Jupiter. It's also square to Saturn and Neptune. So dreams could be significant. More action, more go in the direction of like growth, expansion, being supported in that area, in that way. Maybe moving in the direction of your dreams, even in the uncertain, like not having all the answers, like trusting your vision, but also being patient, like just balancing things out. Mercury is in a sextile of Uranus. Quick communication, very direct communication. Jupiter squares Saturn. It's kind of like be prepared. Be prepared to kind of like have maybe a monkey wrench thrown into what you're trying to do, like what direction you're trying to go in. Like somebody could be hating or like trying to just throw like a wrench in your plans or rain on your parade or like take a crap on your dream kind of thing. Like just kind of trying to interfere. Like just being aware of that energy. It could be jealousy, it could be hate, but it could also be just like annoying and immature. Um, more like petty and just in the way kind of energy, trying to slow you up or slow you down or get you to be like distracted. So just recognize that. Recognize like making sure we're centering ourselves, grounding ourselves, and reconnecting so that we can hear more clearly. We can feel as well. It's another powerful piece of stillness, mindfulness, meditation is to feel our bodies and listen to what our bodies are telling us. And a lot of times to be able to connect in that way, we have to be still. What else? Yeah. All right. A lot of Saturn and Neptune. So that Neptune, whew, that one's it's like just kind of take this time to, really be present with emotions, like I said, because it's preparing you for movement forward, but it's like making your eye more keen, making your third eye more sharp, and just and it's preparing you to be able to make decisions, cut ties, set boundaries. Yeah. This is the prep for like some of the energy that could be coming through between now and even this the 4th of July. I don't want to look too far ahead, but maybe Gemini will help. Yeah. Maybe some when some of these planets move into Gemini, it might help with like communicating some things or learning some things. Yeah. Okay. Let's just look at what they want to share with us regarding Mercury moving into Leo. Mercury moving into Leo. So let's go here. Leo. So, of course, we know Leo is ruled by the sun, representing the 5th house. Let me tell you what the 5th house is. Leo is a fire sign, a fixed fire sign. And symbolized by the lion. Leos are likely to express themselves in dramatic, creative, and assertive ways. They are also likely to enjoy the warmth of the physical sun. Leos have great energy, courage, and honesty. They are likely to be confident and maybe even a bit self-indulgent, as they expect to be the center of attention and often are. Leos can be quite determined and usually get their way when they really want to. They also possess great integrity and are a natural leader. Leo people are very proud. Their challenge is to temper any tendency for arrogant or egotistical behavior and to instead develop humility and compassion, to learn detachment in the gift of their affections so that they radiate their abundant energy freely and enhance the life experience of others around them. So that creative, even dramatic energy with Mercury moving into Leo, there's definitely like spitfire communication, kind of like. So like someone could be being more honest, or someone could be coming to you to be honest, or we're all being encouraged to be more honest and confident, like expressing ourselves, speaking our truth, telling how we feel. Just kind of being present with our emotions to work through it. It says Leos possess great integrity, are natural leaders and very proud. So there could be some, like I said, some clarity, some communication that's going to be clarified, like quickly. And so, that low vibrational Leo energy could be egotistical, arrogant. And so Leos are being encouraged to have more humility and compassion. And then that Mercury is probably going to be helping with understanding how to find the words or learn how or figure out the way to develop more humility and compassion. Yeah, so Leos might be a little more open, a little more communicative during this time. Especially in the area where or house that Leo rules for you. Okay. Yeah. Expression. All right, let's see what we can talk about the planet. We can see. So that's all that's kind of going on in the sky right now. Mercury, tiny Mercury, is the innermost and smallest planet in the solar system and can only be seen at morning and evening twilight. Because of this, the ancient Greek astronomers believed the planet to be two separate parts, one visible only in the morning, which they called Apollo, and one visible in the evening, which they called Hermes. Later, the Romans named the planet after the god Mercury, a messenger and god of trade, profit, and commerce. The astrological symbol for the planet Mercury is taken from the god's wand, or caduceus. Caduceus. The god's wand, or caduceus, I hope I'm saying that right, which is typically depicted as a short herald staff entwined by two serpentine creatures, and which in later antiquity became the astrological symbol for commerce, right? A variation of this caduceus has come to symbolize medicine in modern times. Mercury represents the mind and intellect and rules Gemini, the sign of duality, and also Virgo. It has its exaltation in Aquarius. Mercury is an airy planet associated with all forms of communication and in and the inflow and outflow of intelligence and communication. Its position indicates how your mental function will be expressed and where techniques and skills are available to you. All right. There will be a Mercury retrograde in July as well. I think it's like mid-July. So make sure you're over here so I can help guide you through the energy. Okay. I am your guide. So come on over here so we can make sure that we are equipped. Okay. So just understand that we prosper as our souls prosper. I'm a firm believer on that. And just reading that Mercury energy where it said the god of profit and commerce, like I resonate with that. Like we are here doing our inner work so that our inner world becomes our outer world, and all of the abundance can flow in after that. That's how it's worked for me. Everything that I thought was a challenge was actually helping me develop my superpower. And part of my superpower is manifesting, bringing things into fruition, taking things from a vision, a dream, a goal, my mind's eye, and bringing it into life, into the 3D, to something tangible. I think I've mastered it. And a lot of it has to do with not being afraid to do the shadow work, the inner work, the being honest with ourselves. And I still work on things myself, but I've overcome quite a bit. And one of the biggest, I would say one of the first lessons I've learned from relationship is recognizing when you stayed too long. If you look in the mirror and you don't recognize yourself, you're not the person that you were at the beginning of the relationship, or you're not like better. You're actually like worse. Like I said, you're not recognizing yourself. You probably have stayed too long. That was one of the first lessons I've learned from my high school sweetheart. You end up, being in these comfort zones with people, and you think that you think that you don't have the power to walk away. You can't make the decision to walk away. Like you have to suffer. You have to just be in this, I guess, relationship, this situation, this position for nothing. It's like for the sake of nothing. It's like recognizing that you are making a conscious choice. What's the saying? What you're not changing, you're choosing. What we're not changing, we're choosing. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, what you're not changing, you're choosing. So the message is, you always have a choice. You always have a choice. You always have a choice and free will to decide. You don't have to stay in anything. Don't allow yourself to convince yourself that you're powerless and you can't do anything about anything or about something, that you have to just stay in something or be in something that's not allowing you to grow. It's not allowing you to mature. It's not allowing you to be in flow or have overflow or be abundant. It's not bringing you peace. It's not bringing you prosperity. It's not bringing you growth, expansion, abundance, overflow, all the things. And feeling you're releasing. You can release and make room to manifest the strength, the confidence, the mindset, the decision making, the ability to let something go, to walk away, to return to your power, to regain your power, regain your strength. Okay. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon popped out. Meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. Water, purple and green, giving me crown and heart chakra. Hold your vision, fixed moon. This card came out, I believe, last time. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. This Pisces and this fixed moon out here, it's kind of giving me that water, Cancer, and that fixed Leo energy. Is Cancer a fixed water sign? I think Cancer is a cardinal water sign because they are leaders, take initiative. Cancer, cardinal water sign. Yeah. This fixed energy gives me that Leo energy, but definitely trusting your intuition and opening your heart space, communicating your emotions, having faith, not just in your dreams, like your physical dreams, like what you want to bring to fruition or manifest in a 3D, but also like having faith in your emotional dreams, having faith in how you want to feel, having faith in what you feel, having faith in your heart, like being able to trust your heart, not thinking that your heart is going to betray you. And if you're having like those kind of thoughts or feelings, it's like allow yourself to set boundaries until you get the clarity that your heart needs to move beyond that boundary. It sounds easier said. It is easier said than done. It sounds very simple, but that's where you start. That's where you start. If you're not certain about how you feel, allow yourself to protect yourself until you feel certain. The things you do feel certain on, the things that your heart knows for sure, you're being encouraged to communicate. Meditate and contemplate. This new moon in Pisces is the only card that's kind of jumping out to me because it's green and all the others are purple. It's also the only card that has a shadow moon, where all the other cards have a reflection of the moon. So this card is the only card that's different. Oops, this way. See that? It's green and it has. So we'll read the Meditate and Contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. This card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart can help bring out the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Attune to the moon. Use your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now. How does that make you feel? Does that make you nervous to use your feelings? Or does it give you some sense of relief or clarity? Does it make you feel like, yes, I can trust this? Or does it make you be like, oh man, what am I going to do? I want to know. Additional meanings for this card. Face your fears. They may be holding you back. This situation is being healed. It's time to surrender to the divine. Chant Om Namyo Narayani. Om Namo Narayani. Avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived. Okay, so get some fat on your head. Don't be out here being blind and dumb. Pay attention. Pay attention. Trusting your third eye, your wisdom, your intuition. Okay? But being creative, not allowing your fears to guide you. So trusting your wisdom, but not from a place of fear, from a place of understanding, a place of creativity, compassion. Like love is about action, right? But when you love, you correct, you protect, right? So allow yourself to show up in a loving way where you can be creative with your love. You can be, creative. Be creative with your love. The teaching. Pisces is the sign of reveries and mysteries, or depths of emotion, idealism, and hopeless romantics. It is a sign of water and the unconscious. Its energy is deep, like watery depths. The new moon in Pisces indicates a time to listen to your feelings and to allow your emotions free rein. Whatever you're feeling as you pull this card is more likely than the truth, unless you've been kidding yourself somehow, and only you know if that's the case or not. So see, we got to ask ourselves a hard question about our feelings. Are we going to let them guide us? Are we going to trust our hearts? Are we going to face our fears that could be holding us back? Are we going to trust our hearts? When are we going to trust how we feel? Are we always going to close off our hearts and be cold? I bet if you have an ice cold heart, you probably feel like people are ice cold to you. If you have an ice cold heart, or you feel like you put a barrier or you built a guard up around your heart, do you feel like people are warm and loving to you? Just curious. Just curious. Okay. All right, let's see. What else we got? Oh, on the bottom of the deck, the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. I believe this also came out last time, or maybe the time before. So a lot of confirmation. Like, we're on the right track. We really don't even need to pull a card, because you can tell from the energy of the moon. We can just trust what the moon is saying, because these cards confirm it. almost every single time. So, let's do a soul's journey card. Just one. And then we'll do an angel number and a roomie and wrap it up. But yeah, trusting how you feel. Balancing it out, okay? Don't close off your heart. When you close off your heart, you block love for yourself, towards yourself, okay? All right? Don't say that love is not out there, or people don't love, or it's no such thing, or you don't believe in it, because it ain't true and you'll be lying to yourself. Just recognizing that love didn't hurt us, the lack of it did. And what we have to do is focus on forgiving not just the others, but ourselves. Oftentimes, we don't forgive ourselves for maybe not making the best decision, or maybe we stayed too long, or maybe we accepted too much or too little. Okay? Life is about balance. And sometimes we have to make decisions to change things. Oh, wow. Love and indecision came out. So I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So love just showed its face again. Love wins again. A lot of purple. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Listen, I use my intuition in the stock market too. Let me know if you want to join our call where we talk about, we just have a brain dump of knowledge and teaching. I share pricing, all the lovely things, because we are here to align ourselves with wealth, health, abundance, overflow, peace, and prosperity. And we're adding multiple streams of income to our portfolio, our lives, whatever you want to call it. And the stock market is one of them. So if you're looking to invest in the stock market and you want to join a supportive group where you'll have opportunities to learn and be able to ask questions and, share and feel supported, you can join our investment group club and get on the call, and the rest is history. So, love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. I don't know why I can't put this in front of the camera. Okay, hold on. Okay. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. You are love. It is your inherent vibration. The obstacles and challenges of the physical dimension attempt to trick you into thinking that there are no other ways to view life. I'm sorry, back up. It is your inherent vibration. You are love. It is your inherent vibration. The obstacles and challenges of the physical dimension attempt to trick you into thinking that there are other ways to view life. But there is only one way that is natural to your being: love. This card simply reminds you that your soul is made of God's pure divine vibrational force of love, and that you need to bring this awareness to bear on every aspect of your life and being. Love is a healing energy. All anxiety and drama cannot exist in the aura of love. Most souls have come back upon this earth to learn, accept, and utilize this harmonic force and to see its effect upon their lives. It is your time to remind others of the strength of their own power of God. Whew. and assist them in knowing fully that love is the most powerful element in the universe. It builds, fortifies, and strengthens even the most lost person. When we live in the power of love, then and only then will we know truth. True love is the spiritual link between us and God. It will guide our footsteps through the conflicts of the material world and will cleanse our hearts of unwanted facets of the human personality. Your natural inherent vibration is love because you are made of love. God's pure divine vibrational force of love that you need to bring this awareness to bear on every and that you need to bring this awareness to bear on every aspect of your life and being. Love is a healing energy, and all anxiety and drama cannot exist in the aura of love. Listen, it is your time to remind others of the strength of their own power of God and assist them in knowing fully that love is the most powerful element in the universe. It builds, fortifies, and strengthens even the most lost person. When we live in the power of love, then and only then will we know truth. True love is the spiritual link between us and God. It will guide our footsteps through the conflicts of the material world and will cleanse our hearts of unwanted facets of the human personality. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I can't even. Have I read this before? So, love is here. Love is here. And indecision has kind of been like a little bit of a theme tonight. Taking some type of decisive action, making a decision. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Your soul is spirit manifest in this physical dimension. Even though you may feel limited by the constraints of your body, your connection to the infinite wisdom of the universe is always available to you in the form of intuition. You are never alone when making any decision. Spirit only wants the best for you. By listening to your inner voice, you will always be guided to the proper outcome. All you have to do is ask. The expectation of others is only an illusion. You were not born to listen to fear. You were taught to listen to it. You were taught to listen to it. Visualize any decision in your life as a fork in the road. How does your body react when you imagine your travels down each path? At first glance, one may look easier to traverse, but the destination will cause anxiety and a heavy heart. Another path may be more difficult to walk, but the destination will feel light and calm. When you silence your mind and listen to your intuition, the signpost will always be obvious. Listen, it's time to make a decision, baby. Judgment on the bottom of the deck, more purple. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. All right, this is getting good, real good. Let's do a Rumi. Very straightforward. What are your love dreams? What are your emotional dreams? How do you visualize yourself feeling in family, relationships, work, within yourself, your relationship with yourself. How do you want to feel? Do you want to be calm, at ease? Even when things are difficult, you want to be able to work through challenges without drama and anxiety. There's a decision that needs to be made. Divine Mother manifest. Hey, blood angel. Oh, going crazy. Okay, so two flipped over that were face down. But Divine Mother manifests. I think we're going to read this one. It has a little bit of the purple and the green. Yeah. And this is a new moon for manifesting. It's Cancer, which is the Divine Mother. Thank you. Blood Angel is also here, number 7. Divine Mother, number 15, breaking down to a 6. Another confirmation of intuition, using your intuition, being intuitive. Number 7, Blood Angel, more purple, red, passion, fiery. It's more purple and red down here with the love and indecision card. The impossible made possible, number 9. There's like some divine intervention here. I'm getting a message. You gotta tell somebody that you love them. Or like you should make sure that somebody knows that you love them. Let somebody know, confirm for somebody or reassure somebody that it's not that you don't care, or that you, like, let them know you care. Let someone know you care. So these cards also flipped out beyond the threshold of fear. So there's more releasing fear. Sacred convergence, that's that coming together, union, resplendent with grace. So these all came out on face down. So it's like a, yeah. And the bottom of the deck, Merciful Mother Jamal. A lot of feminine, loving, nurturing, caring, motherly kind of energy. Like, so they're I don't know, listen, somebody could be having a baby or is expecting a baby. There could be a lot of love making going on. But this Cancer energy is all through these cards. So let's read the Divine Mother manifest, number 15. All right. Divine Mother manifest. Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions. Accept the gloom and accept the bliss. For those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. Orchards, Rumi. We share her, the Divine Mother, you and I. We are her precious children. We are born through her love, and she shares in our losses and our gains, our tragedies and our triumphs. Her hair forms the galaxies, her thoughts become the stars. The sun is her own warmth, and her breath is felt upon this earth, causing the roar of the ocean waves. Her voice is heard in the call of the whales and the trill of the birds. She is all nurturing life into existence. She is in my reaching for you, and she is in your acceptance of my divine hand. She is all this great lady. Nothing lies outside of her sphere of influence and power, compassion and grace. That includes you and your dreams, great and small, my angel of love. Oh my goodness. This oracle comes to you via the sacred grace and mercy of the Divine Mother, who is the great manifesting expression of divinity. All that is created, all that is made manifest without exception, flows from her being. This is why it is safe to trust in life, even most especially the inexplicable mystery and even the darkness that may give rise to fear and judgment within us. It is all part of her unfathomable workings. So we pray for light, we pray for love, we honor and live our lives with its mysteries with as much integrity as we can muster. But beyond that, it is best to participate in this life, which must much less certainty than the mind would have us believe necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come with understanding, it comes with trusting. Can we understand a star or a galaxy? Perhaps not. Yet we can choose to trust in its beauty and beingness, and from it derive great energy, hope, and inspiration. The ways of the Divine Mother are not to be judged by our limited standards, rather than can be witnessed, experienced, and received. What a relief what a relief to not need to understand. What a relief to simply live with trust and know that everything will work its way out. Through those wise ways of the Divine Mother, there is a gift headed to you now. Will you receive it? That gift is one of manifestation. Something you have been working towards, growing into, loving, and dreaming for, perhaps for a very long time. It's finally coming to fruition. Perhaps you have caught a sniff of the aromas from the divine kitchen and know the meal is nearly ready and it smells delicious. Or perhaps you have already been a curious and naughty angel. You've poked your head through a door to the divine dining room, only to be captivated by the candlelight dancing in reflection upon gleaming silverware and the subtle sounds of crystal goblets and finest china being laid down upon an exquisite dining table. Or maybe, dearest one, you have absolutely no clue what is about to happen. With your thoughts and attention so often turned to the past or future, you have yet to realize what is coming to life for you this moment. Perhaps you will not gain any advance notice. You will instead run smack into the middle of a dinner party hosted in your honor, and perhaps even feel unprepared, wondering if this morning's yoga attire is suitable for such a grand occasion. You are being asked to receive this gift completely and utterly, whether you feel sufficiently worthy or not, or appropriately and readily attired. It is time, and the bestowal of this gift is as it should be. Whether it seems to be in the best form or how it should be according to your opinion or the opinions of others, it is as the Divine Mother has accorded it to be. She has her wild ways, of course, and oftentimes her workings in the world are, to put it mildly, downright unfathomable. Downright unfathomable. Yet, somehow, all things, all creations, all of life, her every working, serve love. You are one of her creations, and it is so, and so is the imminent manifestation of your own heart's truth, of your own heart truths. Live it, love it, receive it completely. It is yours and meant to be so. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are. And you are held in the loving protection of the Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. There is work here for you to do upon this planet in your own unique way. It is the work of the Divine Mother, the work of love. So then, allow her to care for you. even if you wonder what the heavenly minx is up to at times. Are we about to we about to be in a relationship? We about to have a breakthrough? Heavy on the trusting your intuition, your wisdom, your third eye, your discernment. Major message of confirmation to trust this. Connect your mind and heart. Allow them to agree. If they don't agree, set a boundary. If they don't agree, set a boundary. Allow your mind and heart to be in agreement, in alignment. And if they're not, we set a boundary until they are. But there's a gift of trusting. So we're being called to trust our hearts, to trust our feelings, to trust our emotions. It's like confirmation that you're not emotionally immature. You're not emotionally unavailable. You're not emotionally ignorant or illiterate, like you can't read emotions. You are not meant to block off or clog up your heart. Like literally, like understanding that a blocked heart is a blocked heart, and it can manifest into a clogged heart. Let's keep that heart space open. Keep that heart space open. Okay? And if you're scared, set boundaries. If you're scared, call that reverend. But set boundaries, until you get your answers. But oftentimes a lot of things take faith over fear. But that doesn't mean be ignorant or not smart, less than smart. It means to have wisdom, use discernment. There are a lot of people that are making bad decisions for themselves or like lying to themselves about how they feel. 2121 energy levels, prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, the opposite sex. That day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. There's trust again. Then we have a few others that dropped out. Oh, I didn't show. Let's see. I need to figure out where to put this. Then we have 0303, taking chances, success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Having faith in your dreams out here. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. Take risk on opportunities that can change your life for the better. Taking chances. 0550, the eye candy. How you doing? Intuition, inspired action, beauty, art, socializing, flow, potential, romance. Get some fresh air or call some of your pals over. Take a look around you. There is so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you will soon become involved in an exciting new project, or you will go out on a date. Put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm around. Spread your charm around, boo. Listen, come on, be the eye candy. And then last but not least, we have 1818 willpower. Achievements, success, striving, forward, prosperity, go-getters, courage, luck. Wow, significant events are on the cards for you. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will be put on your path. An exciting proposal or change is coming up. You're destined for greatness. Listen, Linda. We here for that now. 2002, the void. Longing, technology, ambition, genius, forward thinking, stress, and depression. You have more control over your life than you realize. Learn to execute what interests you. Turn things around. It gets better with time. There are plenty of friends to make. So chill out, have fun, and open up. Go outside. Listen, I hope this resonated for those who needed to hear it. What didn't resonate, drop the rest. Or take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else to appreciate. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready for some quick changes, possibly in communication, but definitely action. You're being encouraged. Others around you are being encouraged. But there is a stay balanced, grounded, make decisive decisions or take decisive action, make decisions, good decisions, and learning to trust in uncertainty, having faith over fear. Okay. I love you, but God loves you more. Always go within so you never go without. And over here, we stay connected to the ones that sit high, look low, and see everything. And I'll see you again next week. God bless you and good night.